Hey everybody, Alec here. In this video, I'm going to talk about why most new developers find it difficult to find jobs on Upwork and difficult to stand out. And the reasons are actually very simple. Let me ask you this. Who are you trying to get as clients? If you don't know, if you don't care, if you're just saying, hey, I want clients, period, you don't understand the market, you don't understand what kind of clients are on Upwork, and you're going to end up trying to go after the wrong people. If you work with businesses who don't have money, who are looking for the cheapest person possible, it's going to be hard to make a living out of this. And you need to learn to identify these people. You need to learn what types of people are going on Upwork, and you need to learn how to communicate in a way that you are appealing to the types of people who are looking to invest more money on Upwork. And you need to be able to learn to filter out which jobs you apply to and which jobs you ignore. A lot of clients go on Upwork. Let's be real about this. They're looking for cheap labor. All right. The reason they go on Upwork is because they have heard about it and they feel like it's a good place to hire cheap people from like India, third world countries, or whatever these terms they might have. It's often very pejorative. It's often very racist. And they're just looking for cheap labor, cheaper than what they can get in their country. Usually these businesses are businesses starting out, or people who are tech people who are very aware of tools online, and they're looking to make a lot of money without doing a lot of work. And they are just starting out their business and they don't have money to invest, or very little money to invest. So they're looking for cheap people so that they can make money. Otherwise, they're tech people and they know that the job that they have is a job that does not require a significant amount of skill. And so whoever does it, it doesn't really matter. So at that point, the only reason that they should choose someone over someone else is price. These are not the types of people you want to work for. I can give you an example. For example, I used to go on Upwork. I used to be that type of client. I used to go on Upwork to try to find cheap freelancers. What we did is that we did design for websites. We did the design on like Word, Photoshop, that sort of thing. And what we did is that we sold our websites for like $5,000. Basically, we sold our websites for $85 an hour to our clients. And we realized that there was many parts of the project that it didn't really matter if we did it ourselves or if someone else did it. So we hired people on Upwork for $10 an hour so that they did it. And so we kept the $75 an hour of profit for all these hours. Like, it's very easy to do. And there's so many people eager on Upwork to do that sort of work, and so eager to get their first couple of 5-star reviews and hope that things are going to change after that. And they just offer their services for very little money that, many businesses are going to be attracted to that. You have no idea how many agencies are just selling their projects that they're getting and outsourcing them on Upwork. And these people, some of them are looking for quality to a certain amount, but a lot of them are looking for just cheap labor. Like all your data entry jobs, like, they want you to do a good job, but who does it doesn't really matter that much as long as you're cheap and you're doing the work. And for many web development job, it's going to be the same thing. If you're a web designer, it's going to be a little easier for you to stand out because your skill is more apparent. But for web developers, a lot of you are just interchangeable. And the reason you're struggling is that the clients who are willing to spend a lot of money on Upwork are not on Upwork because, they're on Upwork for specific reasons. Most businesses don't know Upwork exists. Most businesses, most brick and mortar businesses local to you, like most business owners, they don't know Upwork exists. And if people go on Upwork, it's either because they're really tech people and they're looking to take advantage of like being able to get cheap labor, or they are people who are struggling to find good solutions in their local area or solutions that fit them. So it can be big businesses who are struggling to find qualified employees in their local area, or it could be like business owners who are having a big difficult problem to solve, and so they're looking for someone who's very qualified, and finding them online is easier than trying to find them locally. Like it's either people looking for quality and they're struggling to find that locally, or it's people looking to take advantage of all the people looking to do work on Upwork and hoping that they're going to transition to making a lot of money on Upwork and hoping to make a career out of it. But it turns out that what the cheap clients are looking for and what the expensive clients are looking for is completely different things. And freelancers who are building their business around cheap clients are going to find that they're going to struggle to transition to expensive clients because you're learning a different sales skill set. You're learning different things. You're learning to appeal to the complete opposite type of client than the one that you want. And the key, I think, is to understand very quickly like what the good clients are looking for and how to position yourself so that you attract them from the start. So that you don't waste your time learning bad habits, trying to find cheap clients and hoping that having a bunch of 5-star reviews is just going to fix your life for you. It's not, right? It is going to help, but to some extent, there's different things that you need to develop to be able to find the good clients on Upwork. So the good clients are there. The reason they're willing to pay more, knowing that they can find people cheap on Upwork, like they know, is one of them is that they're afraid that cheap freelancers are going to do a bad job. And the second thing is that they need something specific or someone with a specific skill set. And, you know, the key is that if you position yourself as just another developer, just another data entry person, or just another whatever your job is, there's no reason for any of them to choose you over anyone else. And if there's no benefit to you, if you're not special in any way, why would anyone want to pay more money for you? And why would someone want to hire you over anybody else? Like, if they receive 30 proposals, why should they consider you if all your profile says is, hey, I studied web development, I'm excited about web development, I really care about giving you good results, just like everybody else says. Like, why can you expect people to care about that? Like, think about it. Like, you need to be able to convey that you are able to meet some specific things that are different, some needs that other people aren't able to fill. For example, one of the ways that you could stand out is just saying that you are incredibly fast. For example, that's one benefit you could have. Like, you are going to deliver the project very quickly, and you take very little clients at a time because you want to make sure that you deliver that very quickly. Like, that could be a benefit. Another thing that you could position yourself as is saying, hey, I'm not just a web developer. I'm a web developer, but also I'm an expert in cybersecurity. So if you do work with me, I'm going to make sure that your website is secure, your customers' information is secure, all that thing. And also, I'm an expert in maybe e-commerce websites. So if you need a store, an online store, and you need to make sure that the payment processing is well coded and that it's secure, I'm the best guy for you because I have these specific things that make it so that if you hire me, it's going to work. But you know, if you hire just anyone else, it's not going to work. These are the type of projects that you want to have. You know, if you are in your local market, and if you're in the United States, for example, you can make more money being just an average guy than on Upwork, because average guys in the United States get paid more than on Upwork. Upwork is a place where there's average guys getting paid like almost nothing, and there's people who stand out, offer a unique value proposition that actually makes it so that they can get more than what they could get in their local place. Yeah, so I mean, what are you offering that's special? Like, why should anyone hire you instead of someone else? I'm going to tell you why people were willing to pay $85 an hour when I was selling websites. And the reason is that what we said is that basically we're not just web developers. We are good in design, and we understand market research, we understand sales, and so we would help people build sales pages designed for being able to send people from social media or advertising, and the people who would come on the site would be converted into customers a higher percentage of the time than what other people could do, thereby reducing ad cost and also thereby increasing profits quite a bit. So basically, I'm not saying I'm a web developer, so you should pay me $85 an hour. What I'm saying is that you could, let's say you're the client, I would say something along the lines of, hey, you could hire any developer there, but they're probably going to get you to write the text on the website yourself, and it's probably not going to sell a lot because it's not going to be text designed to change behavior, change beliefs. So what I can do is just figure out what your clients are looking for through extensive market research. We're going to call your clients, we're going to do a lot of different things. We're going to do research with keywords and all these things to figure out what people are searching for online. And what we're going to do is that we're going to use that information to make sure that your website has all the keywords on it to appear in search results based on what people are searching. And we're going to make sure that the text on it is going to be what people need to hear emotionally to be interested and want to sign up for your courses or get your products right now. And so what's going to happen is that if you hire us, yes, it's going to be twice as expensive, but you're probably going to have like 10 times more customers because of it, because it's not just going to be a pretty website. It's going to be a pretty website that's designed to tell people exactly what they need to hear to be interested in your product and want to sign up. So, any big business who wants profit and can see the benefits of marketing, which let's face it, like big businesses understand that marketing has power, is going to find that value proposition more interesting than just someone coming there and just saying, hey, maybe you need a new website. I'm a web developer. I could make a website. Yeah, but why should we hire you instead of anybody else? And why should you get any more money? Like, there's so many ways to stand out and offer a unique value proposition that's actually going to make you stand out and give people an actual reason to want to give you more money. I mean, there's I understand that people want to start their career as soon as possible, and they're hoping that they're going to make a lot of money because they're a web developer now, or they're X job, and I understand like they want to get started and get experience, start making money right now. But a lot of you, like, your problem is just that you go get jobs too quickly before you learn specializations that make you actually stand out and give people a reason to choose you over anybody else. Like, if you just want to go learn the minimum you need to get to be competent in your job, don't go on Upwork. After you learn that, go work in your local place and maybe spend a couple of hours a week learning to become specialized until you have a unique value proposition so that businesses are going to want to hire you over anybody else. Or you can just go learn for maybe 6 months more, or maybe a year or two more, or whatever time it takes for you to develop these unique skill sets. Sometimes it's only going to take 3 months. I mean, it can be very quickly, but like, why do you expect people to want to pay you a lot of money if there's people on the same platform offering basically the same value proposition, which is, I'm a web developer. Like, yeah. I mean, I can find maybe 1,000 pages of different profiles of people who are saying, hey, I'm a web developer. I'm going to do my best to do a good job, and you can pay me like $10 an hour or less. Like, yeah. Food for thought. it's going to be easier for you to, even if your whole value proposition is just saying, hey, I'm not just a developer, I'm an intermediate developer, or I'm an expert developer. I am more competent than other developer, even if it's something that's hard to prove. Just saying that is sometimes enough to get like these good clients. Like sometimes just saying you're good and just charging more money is enough. Yeah. There's so many ways to stand out. I mean, you could be, just off the top of my head, like you could be a WordPress expert. You could be a Shopify expert. You could be a WordPress expert that's focusing on a specific type of plugins on WordPress, and you're the expert in that. Like there's thousands of jobs on Upwork. There's going to be people who are going to be interested in your plugins if you do your diligent market research and you figure out like what types of plugins people are looking for on Upwork. Like it could be that you focus on making secure and safe website. It could be that you're not just a developer, you're also a good designer. It could be that you're not just a developer, you're also good at sales, and you're good at maybe like SEO and good at finding the right keywords through keyword research and making web pages that appear high in search results. Or it could be that you're a web developer who's good at generating AI created pages with AI created content and that sort of thing. There's so many ways for you to stand out and not just be a developer and offer a value proposition that people struggle to find in their local area. Like any of the ones that I just listed probably would be a good option. Like you don't need to just go and try to go on your couch and try to figure out something different, like thinking that you need a unique thing. Like you can do one of the ones I just listed, or something else that you've seen online or that you find other people are doing. Like you don't need to be a unique person completely, but at least like you need to be able to offer something that the basic people are not able to offer. And I think, you can definitely succeed to some extent on Upwork. And for some people, like $10 an hour is a lot of money. I understand that, you're not all living in Canada or the US. Around here, it's really bad. Like, I mean, $10 an hour, it would be rough. But yeah, I assume in maybe like, I don't know how it is there, but maybe Pakistan, it's definitely, well, not definitely, I don't really know, but I would assume that you can probably pay rent with that and live relatively comfortably, I would assume. I don't know. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. With that, I hope you found this video interesting and valuable. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.